Ladies and gentlemen, dear health seekers, welcome to the 9th information in the 9th week of my light food experiment. Once again, as a reminder, my name is Manfred Bruer. I am author of this wonderful book, Grow Old, Stay Healthy. Last time I had announced an interview with the most prominent German nutritionist, Professor Leitzmann. A few words before about Professor Leitzmann. He studied biochemistry and microbiology in USA. Afterwards, he was head of the laboratory in Thailand before he came to the Nutrition Science Institute of the Justus Liebig University in Gießen in Germany and was director there for many years. Main research topics were nutrition in developing countries, the whole food diet and the diet for cancer. He was the only German member of the World Cancer Report, to which 22,000 studies have been evaluated. By the way, you will find a short version of this report in my book, Grow Old, Stay Healthy. Yes, and then something else. This young man, whom you will see at my side in the interview, is now 85 years old. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, dear health seekers, welcome to the private home of Professor Leitzmann. Klaus, first of all, a personal question to you. As I know, you are one of the most prominent vegetarian, close to a vegan and 75 raw food. What reasons have led to you to this way?
I'm a trained chemist and have been traveling in different countries. I worked in the United States and in Asia, and actually I was interested in nutrition all my life long. And there I learned, not only in theory, but because we conducted studies with vegetarians, with vegans, with raw food eaters, and learned a lot about this style of nutrition. And whenever you learn and find something useful or valuable for your own life, then you are tempted to try it out for yourselves. So it was over 40 years ago, we started in our family a vegetarian life. It was a suggestion, that is a wish of our youngest daughter. And we weren't sure how long this would last, but it has lasted till today. So we have been vegetarians for many decades. And not only from the literature, but from our own research, we learned that even better than a vegetarian may be a vegan lifestyle with a lot of raw food. And because the data in the meanwhile is so convincing that we have become almost vegans, and the largest part of our food is raw food. And as we know, this combination, mostly plant food, much of it in form of raw food, is not only beneficial to our health, but there are other reasons as well. if we think of ecology, climate change, or even of ethics, then actually there's no other way than to go this way.
Wilhelm Fiebinger has been eating not more than 500 calories for 2 years and I for 2 months. Wilhelm needs approximately 2,500 calories, makes a lot of sport every day, and me too. And I need approximately 3,000 calories a day. But neither Wilhelm nor I feel undernourished. What do you think where the difference in energy comes from?
Oh, Manfred, this is a difficult question. Don't you have an easy one?
No, this difficult one is alright for you.
Okay, well, let me try. It is interesting to hear that you and Willem can survive on this small amount of calories. And since I know both of you well enough, I know that this is true information. As a matter of fact, for the 100th birthday of Willem, we had nutrition protocols, not for a day, but for a whole month. And these documented that indeed Willem doesn't eat more than 500 calories a day. And apparently you do it now also. Now, if you need actually 2,000 or 3,000 calories a day, then this question, of course, is a very valid one. And to be honest, I don't have a clear answer to this. But it's interesting to me, and I have met other people that have done the same, and apparently it is possible to live even on less than 500 calories a day. And of course we hear from people, especially in India, that supposedly live without any calories for years. Now, science does not have a good answer on this, but if you go into the physical knowledge, it is known that our material things are actually all forms, it's a different form of light. So maybe the light is in a position to supply these missing calories. And there are a lot of speculations and late publications about this that tell us that the sun or the cosmos can supply these energies if we are prepared to accept the situation. So this may be at least a beginning of an explanation. The thing that I find interesting is that you tell me that you have reduced the amount of food you eat and can tell that your stomach has become much smaller. And that if you now try to eat a lot, it's simply not possible because your body revolts. So apparently it is the first step going to a much smaller amount of calories than people normally need is possible with normal people like you. And in how far it is possible to reduce this even further, I don't know, but it would be interesting to find out. So one possibility would be to have a number of experts in these different fields and do research. But that is not easy because you need money for research, and then maybe we find a foundation that is willing to finance a project of this kind. And if we do, you can be sure that we will report this in due time.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye. We see us in our office. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, dear health seekers, following the conversation with Professor Leitzmann, I agreed with him that Wilhelm Fiebinger and I exactly list our diet. Then we will have our blood tested with the parameters from Professor Leitzmann he has given us. Professor Leitzmann presents the results at the Health Congress on 19th May in Kassel-Hambach in Germany. I invite you to this Health Day. Further informations can be found at www.manfred-bruer.de. Next Monday I will answer questions of the audience. Stay healthy. Your Manfred Bruer. Bye bye.